And what's up again, ladies and gentlemen? Like I said, welcome into our second race here today. We already had a phenomenal one to start the day off, and we got another really good one ahead of us here. Another interdivisional matchup. Or interdivision. Wow, I can't speak. Interdivision matchup. There's no T in that word. They're in the same division. Anyways, as we'll prove here in a moment, we got Rumn on the left-hand side, your Baltimore Ravens against the TheLogcat, your Cleveland Browns on the right-hand side. So we're going to have, like I said, a pretty darn good one ahead of us here. For a fact, I know that we are behind, so I know they're not on a call, so if you guys can hear me, go ahead and fire a few shots around the room, and just let me know that we're good to go here. I'll start explaining the rules. We do a best 2 out of 3 race with Isaac through the womb 2. Whoever winds up killing Mom's heart first is going to get a point added at the bottom of the screen. Looks like they both fired some shots, so I know that they're ready to go here. But again, there's 7 banned items nobody can pick up. Let me get the list in here for you. They know the rules already, but I'll read them out real quick. Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Holy Bible, Dead Sea Scrolls. The shovel and the toothpicks are all technically outlawed. Toothpicks you can take, but they're in the outlawed list so that you can reroll them. We'll get to reasons why on all should that be the case. But again, we'll have a best 2 out of 3 starting up here momentarily. So again, real quick, I'm sorry, if you guys are ready, fire a few more shots and then we'll do our countdown here. Sorry, I know that you did already, but this way we'll make sure that you guys know that we're about to do the countdown here. So as soon as I see shots again, we'll get these guys started off. And again, they'll be racing through the womb 2. Whoever kills off Mom's heart first is going to be your winner, and we'll do a best 2 out of 3 to do so. There's your shots fired. So again, shots fired. See what I did? Anyways, pun intended. But let's do this countdown. So best of luck to both in 3, 2, 1. And whenever you hear that, feel free to take off, guys, and best of luck to both of you again. So Rumn on the left, TheLogcat on the right side, both in the same division, looking to get a little bit further towards the top. TheLogcat leading the division at the moment, so he's looking to keep himself a bit further of a lead over Magic D250, who lost already this week. And on into the first item room. Well, Casper called it a carry item. Rumn doesn't seem to agree, though. So passing on the bomb bag, Casper may start shedding tears momentarily here. The early bomb bag, and Casper's gonna cry. Wait for it. Yeah, there it is. My tears. What? My salty tears. Anyways, a little bit of health up there for TheLogcat as he gets through one hidden rock there. Excuse me. I think both still going to be looking for their first new item rooms, as both have reset a few times. Angie, good morning. How you doing? Alright, TheLogcat picking up some pills. He'll probably just wind up hanging on to those for a little bit later. You got a better chance of them being actually worthwhile to take if you're down to very low health, and you'll see him hang on till way later on should he get down low on health. So let's see, still finding dead ends here. This item room and boss fight are going to be attached right here. Almost guaranteed. Oh, well, at least we got the item room for TheLogcat. At least we come across something finally. Good God. I think both are playing on keyboard, if I'm not mistaken. TheLogcat may be on controller. I kind of forget what she plays with. I know Rumm's on keyboard. Alright, we got the scapular. Looks like TheLogcat's going to take it and be on his way. Should he get down to half a red heart like we were talking earlier, that will also spawn 1 blue soul heart for him. Alright, there's Rumm's item room. And he's gonna... Abel. Looks like he's actually gonna run with it, though, so not the greatest of things. That'll move the exact opposite direction and fire the exact opposite direction of whatever you're doing. So, interesting. We'll call it a follower, I guess. I don't really know that you can call it that much of a follower, but you get the idea. Either way, at least it's some damage up, but that can be really hurtful sometimes. Yeah, I think both are on keyboard. Don't quote me on that, though. I know if anybody, TheLogcat would be playing on a controller out of these two, but I don't think he is. Totally in agreement, Ward. I got 2 of them myself. I love mechanical keyboards. Like, I can't go back to regular ones. They feel so dead to me afterwards. Oh, let me get the split link up in there for you. Alright, so we got Pageant Boy showing up as Rumm's boss fight item. Excuse me. Wind up with a little bit of a heal, and he'll be right on to basement 2 where, where LogCat's at the moment. And there we go, we got ourselves a pretty dead even race. LogCat literally with a 1-room advantage right here. And there's all those no crowns, gotta love it. Patchin' Boy's actually just a little bit of money up. That is an Otaku chat add-on. No, that is not a legitimate banned item, it's just a joke. Excuse me. Ooh, speaking of item room and boss fight combined together, LogCat getting a nice advantage here. Along with Bob's Curse, we'll add 5 bombs and poison effect on his and any other bomb in the game. Now keep in mind, poison effect cannot actually affect you at all. It only actually hits enemies. So notice right there, LogCat actually hit himself. Wow. Really, with a guy idling outside? Thanks. Anyways, this is why I hate having my window open in the middle of summer. This always happens. Either way, poison does not affect LogCat. He hit himself with it. And wow, the odd bottom side devil deal. Oh, wow. I saw that happening. LogCat, by the way, loves Spirit of the Night. So in his devil deal, he just spent 2 red hearts for flying and spectral tier ability. So you notice he's flying over that opening right there. So one of his absolute favorite items in the game, he adores Spirit of the Night, so he will grab that any time that he can. And cost himself 2 hearts. Mind you, he took 1 Eternal Heart onto the next floor, that half a white heart with him. And that turned into 1 full red heart container. So really, just for the cost of 1 heart right there, LogCat got himself a lot of nice power-ups with flying and spectral tiers. And haha, speaking of the toothpicks, you get to re-roll those because it's on our banned items list, and LogCat did not want the shot speed increase that those would have provided, was allowed to re-roll, got himself a mini-mush, so he's smaller, gets speed increase and range increase on his tiers. Again, the toothpicks only add a shot speed increase. Now, because they're in an item room and they're really kind of useless like that, we let the racers re-roll them if they want to. You're allowed to take them. If you really want the shot speed increase, more power to you. Let's say you got Sacred Heart. You may want to take those. So we leave them the ability to do so. But they don't have to. They can re-roll them into something better. And there you see the no TP, no toothpicks. So one of the subscriber-only emotes here. That'll be here for the rest of the BOILeR duration. So as soon as that's over, those are going to wind up disappearing. Ah, them god-awful sounding motorcycle chains. Ugh. Either way, Rumn getting chased around by Blighted Ovum here. You can see one of the tricks he can do is to drop a bomb directly in the path, or the oncoming path, I should say, the Blighted Ovum. That'll actually kind of stop them where they're at. It'll stop that charge. There you see LogCat taken out, getting a little bit of damage up. Always gotta love that item. So a little bit of damage up with the pentagram, and he's gonna be a very happy man. Ugh, actually not gonna take the pills this time. He'll take just the one he has and take that on with him. There's Rumm's next item room here for Caves 1. So again, a slight advantage for LogCat in that he's on Caves 2 right now. Rumn just found his item room on the very beginning of Caves 1, so we'll call it about a full floor advantage. Though that's gonna help Rumn quite a good bit. We'll wait for that bug to pass. Very nicely done. But that'll be damage up and health up with the odd mushroom. Cobalt Steaks, baby. I'm telling you, one day he's gonna have a company for Cobalt Steaks and just like, yeah, check it out, I sell steaks. Corrupts gave me a great idea one day. I want to see it happen too. I could see it working for him. Anyways, LogCat finding his next boss fight here. He may be willing to skip over his item room. Gonna find Pestilence. Can't actually apply poison damage to Pestilence, but the bomb will still do damage to him. So only about half effect on that bomb, but still working out very nicely. Again, an Eternal Heart showing up in Rumm's Super Secret Room. The problem is that Bloody Penny's kind of out of reach for him unless he gets flying capability. He also has no bomb, so he can't get into that key, sadly. Yep, Cobalt Steaks. Yeah, would it be blue-colored? Yes. Anyways, we see our first cube of meat floating around LogCat there. That'll block shots for him, and the more and more that he builds, build into Meat Boy. Again, he'll probably stop at 2 pieces of that, which is a real nice orbital again. But we'll get to that when we see it, if we do see it, for that matter. It's not a guarantee. I want royalties. No, God, no. No, if I come up with ideas like that for people, like, no, especially if they're my friends, feel free to run with it. Alright, moving into the item room. Ooh, a little bit of speed up. Rumn down as those mini greed heads got him cornered. That was probably the worst room you can get for those mini greed heads, because if you get in one little corner like that, you're going to get 2 cornering you, and yeah. So back to the beginning there for Rumn, and on to Depths 1 for LogCat, so already with his item room. Excuse me. Already about halfway through the floor. We'll see if he happens across this boss fight pretty quickly or not. Ooh, Envy, that may be worthy of a reset, and indeed it is. That's about the most time-consuming mini-boss that Rumn came across right there. Yeah, Greedheads, the masks, and I would probably put the knights that LogCat was just fighting against. I would put those in my category of, I absolutely cannot stand these damn things, please get them out of the game. And I know that there's going to be so many more in Rebirth that I'm just going to go crazy. Because I am terrible against those Greedheads. I am horrendous. Like, I need to talk to Cobalt and be like, look, dude, just school me for a day. How do I dodge these? How do I... And those are the knights I'm talking about that LogCat's fighting. Like, just learn me how to dodge. That's all I'm asking. What's up, B-boy? How you doing? Alright, there's the teleporting remote on Rumm's side. He's considering it, but gonna say no thanks. He'll reset once again. At least this time with his item room right here. And book us in would spawn one of any... And we'll see it happen here. He's actually gonna take it. That'll spawn one of any type item. In this case, a soul heart. Could be a bomb, a key, a coin. Something to that effect. No trinkets out of that, though, mind you. So not quite the same as, like, the item box. Yeah, learn me how to dodge. And yes, I said it that way on purpose, by the way. So many knights, and now so many splitting flies. Wow, these rooms. And LogCat doesn't even have an Acropolis version of the Depths. That's a straight-up Depths 1. And I think he's getting worse enemies than he would in an Acropolis version of this right now. Whether you see an enemy bomb or a random troll spawn, I should say, in the middle of the room, actually had that poison green effect on it. So I would tell you to watch out for that, but actually use that to your advantage. Because if you can get something like that to spawn, or let's say that you have a tower card, you're going to get poison effect on all those as well. So something to keep in mind. If you have Bob's Curse, you're getting poison bombs on all those things. On that note, we got Famine showing up, believe it or not, for the first time in our race here. So we all know what to do. He's nice enough to welcome us. Let's all say, hey, right back at him. Because he's nice. Ooh, except for when he does that. Rumn just like banked halfway across the room because Famine walked into him there. But again, that's in Ataka's chat add-on that you can see that. Hey, Famine, what's up? And here you see a mini-boss of Larry Jr. for LogCat, who's flying around still, obviously mini-mushed, and again, Spirit of the Night for Spectral Tears and flying ability, so you can see he goes right over all those openings. Again, gonna keep that one pill he's had the entire time. And there you see the Spectral Tears coming in very handy for LogCat, who's also just found his boss fight here on Depths 1. And again, Rumn getting that one cube of meat, gonna move on down to his cave, or excuse me, Cellar 2, which is Basement 2. I always want to call that Caves 2. Really should have changed the beginning letter on those. Here we'll see LogCat getting Monstro into a pattern, or, ooh, I was gonna say trying to, until he just blew it right there, sadly. There we go. Wait, what was the actual number that Cobalt's last streak? Notice how I tried to clarify that. Well, what was the last number of victories that his streak ended at? Because I didn't actually see what the actual number was. It was like 539, 548 or something like that. I forget the number, 548 or 549? 549. So it could be like, yeah, Cobalt Steaks made with 549 flakes. Get the hell out of here, Widow! I just something like that just to play a little bit of a pun on it. 549 different flavors of fake. Get the hell out of here, Widow! And 5 little spiders, you little bastards. For those that don't know, that's a little bit of a joke on how the Widow just like trolled. And speaking of trolling to death, I was just about to finish that sentence with trolled Cobalt to death, but trolling Rumn to death is a homing troll bomb. Ouch. And LogCat gonna move on, so taking out Monstro, gonna get himself a little bit of health up again with one of those Eternal Hearts, excuse me. Also has the wire code hanger now for a little bit of fire rate increase. Excuse me again, sorry about that. Tripping over my own words now. Did he outstreak the guy, I think, against he was racing against today? Yeah, Zero doesn't, shoot, what is Zero up to? I don't even remember what Zero's streak is up to at this point. Hell, I haven't seen him do his challenge Isaac in a while. I really can't remember. Somebody will know the answer. But yeah, he last I checked was ahead of 0. Yeah, I'm getting like no luck with the items or anything today here. And again, Logcat with his favorite item is probably running around with a grin on, technically flying around with a grin on his face. He loves Spirit of the Night, so any run that Logcat gets Spirit of the Night is almost like a guaranteed win for him. I'm surprised he's finishing this room off, being that he had the way back out. Alright, so a little bit of a heal back up. Rumm's going to get into his new item room finally here. And then he'll be right back on over to his boss. Let's see what Logcat can find over to the left here. Ooh, how about some damage up and speed up with growth hormones? Absolutely. So Rumm's off on his new run. He'll be back on over to his boss. There's Logcat's item room, so we'll see what he gets for his last item momentarily here. Right after I learn how to spell on the correct keyboard. There we go. There's a link for you. And everybody knows what to do. It's famine again. I'm gonna blow my voice out at this rate, but... So there was the Forgive Me Now pill showing up for Logcat. Excuse me, that would have been a space use item that would have reset the entire floor he was on and used up the pill, so you can only use it the one time when you do pick it up. So his D6 would have been gone, Forgive Me Now pill would have been gone. He just would have had a brand new floor to look at. And again, a race situation, probably not that useful unless you're on maybe the first floor. You can probably get away with it. Other than that, I probably wouldn't even consider it. Alright, can we get a judgy please for Logcat, as he's going to spend some money here trying to get a good item out of this Judgment Beggar. A little bit of health up, so far so good. And Rumm's new item room is actually attached to a curse room as well, so we'll see if he's willing to spend the health to get in and out of there. Oh, come on, Judgy. Log's running out of money, come on, Judgy. This ain't cool anymore, buddy. Aw, dude, really? Really? Judgy, really? Alright, we got the sack of pennies for Rumn, so that's every couple of rooms that he clears is going to spawn some money for him. And pretty please? No, no. Judgy, why? Why, Judgy? Alright, so teleporting into a devil deal, Rumm's got himself Krampus, which is going to wind up at a lump of coal as the result of this. As Rumn shots will move further on the screen, they're going to grow in size and damage output, so kind of a good item, but it takes a little bit of range to really put it to use. Alright, so just about done with that fight. Logcat's got himself out of his dead end. There's the boss fight, which is going to wind up being Mom Split for him. There's that lump of coal we were talking about for Rumn, aka my Christmas present, if you will. So let's see, more knights. At least Logcat's got himself an open room. Again, he could have flown over anything anyway, so it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but I hate these enemies. Yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully Rumm saw that. There you go, there's the small rock. I was gonna say, maybe he just didn't notice it when he blew it up originally. Small rock's gonna be damage increase, fire rate increase, and movement speed down for Rumm. But again, you notice he's got red tiers already on his second floor, so he's got a pretty nice build starting up here. Ducat. Love that one. Either way, onto his mom's foot fight, and again, that's gonna be the end of this floor for Logcat as well, so he'll be down to the womb after this. But he's got himself Grey Mom, which is going to spawn just regular level enemies. Wow, one of the rarer items. Rumm's found himself the raw liver, so lots of health up and a full heal for him. Great find. That was one of the rarer ones. That is rarely shown up. Let alone there's a second Eternal Heart on the same floor for Rumn, which includes another red health up. So he's got more health than Logcat already, and he's only on the second floor. So one of the rarest items, let alone 2 Eternal Hearts on the same floor. Have a lot of health, sir. Unbelievable. Alright, do you make that trade? Rum's thinking about it. Goathoof would be plus speed for him. He's going to take the red patch instead, which is a random chance that if you get hit that you're going to do more damage for the remainder of the room. Alright, so once again the crown showing up. In this case you see LogCat taking it again, so that no crown is at this point pretty much not really a thing, except for that one time that Diana couldn't take it. I'm kidding, but either way, the crown once again Pageant Boy for a little bit of money for Log, which is kind of useless now. There are no more stores. He may find himself, mind you, may find himself a judgment guy to use it against, but again, with no money really taken with him, kind of moot point here. And that last judgy did not pay off well, so I don't see LogCat taking his time at this point. But again, Wire Code Anger on Rumm's side was faster tier rate once more. We see the Pinky Eye with that random chance of those green tears, which actually do pop out poison damage. So that nice damage over time. Rumm just got to sit right in the corner and do his damage. And Pestilence once again, we're going to see that two-piece Meat Boy show up on Rumm's side very early on. But again, Log just looking for a boss fight down here, already on Womb 1 here. Rumm's eating a few real kind of trolling deaths, like the game is not giving him nice items up until this run. Now he's got a real nice build brewing. Of course it waits till now, but now Rumm's got himself a real nice build brewing here. Either way, LogCat's in a dead end, so he's still got room to go here on this floor. Plenty of time for Rumm to make up. He's already in caves too, so it's not like he's that far behind. Keep that in mind. The other way. And there's Rumm's item room for caves too, so again, making up some time here pretty quickly. He's finding all the rooms that he needs. LogCat does have one orbital, so he's going to sit there and just do all the damage with that to the enemy. And there's that boss fight he was looking for, so not all that far he had to go through on the Womb 1, but again, one more floor after this. And we've seen some pretty nasty boss fights in Womb 1. We've seen Conquest be a complete douchebag so far this week. So we'll see if that continues on still. Wow, that's a new one. Holy crap. Interesting. Anyways, we got Loki 2. One of the easier ones, actually. So, ooh, a nice bounce on that bomb. Actually hit both parts of Loki 2 and dropped poison damage to both of them. So that worked out beautifully for LogCat. And he's ripping right on through. Just about done with this boss fight here already. Wooden Spoon would be more speed increase. Oh, wow. He may leave that behind. Really? With the money equals power right now? Really? He may take Book of Belial, though. And indeed, he's going to. So a time and a half damage multiplier now on a space use item for LogCat. He's thinking, do I want the speed? Why not? Excuse me. No problem, there's a dual link for you. I saw Gamma going for it, so I didn't even bother. But there's a dual link to get into both LogCat and Rumm's channel, so you can wish on your favorite team, favorite racer some good luck, whatever the case might be. There you see Rumm on the left side drop some instant damage to to Yellow Peep, whose eyeball you see already floating out. Too bad you can't actually kill that eye. I wish you could. At least not that I've found yet. I've not done enough damage to one of those to ever kill one, so I don't think you can. I could be wrong. Yeah, Log is probably across the borderline of too fast for how I like to run this game. So he's running a little, no pun intended, he's running a little bit of a risk. There is probably a lot of pun there. But, yeah, I don't know. The speed always scares me. I tend to dodge right into stuff when I don't mean to. In this case, he's doing pretty well, but I don't like having this much speed. So we're moving on to his depths with a loading screen error and a Curse of the Labyrinth gets an XL floor. Again, you can make up a lot of time very quickly on these should you come across your boss fights. And Rumn does not have a half-bad build already. He may be willing to skip over the 2 item rooms in the sake of time to catch up to TheLogcat, but we're going to have to see. It's all about finding the boss fights. If he gets them first, he's got a decision to make. And Log getting pretty lucky with the health spawn here. Oof. This room with speed is just trouble for me. Alright, very nicely dodged so far by TheLogcat. He knows how to get out of the way of these. Down to 1.5 hearts here. Ooh, and another dead end room. Oh, push the bomb too far. No. So with 20 bombs, he isn't really going to worry about it. He's still just going to bomb back out of this dead end. Doesn't have anything to do left in there. Oh god, double envy. Nope. I believe the correct term is nope. Go speed race. And there's proof that any... Woo, interesting. I might have taken that, actually. I may go back for that. I may be willing to consider that. God, this room is going to suck. Thankfully, TheLogcat's got himself Spectral Tear, so he can just hop in the dead center of this and avoid all the damage, so he's pretty safe here. But it's all about bouncing into the line that he needs to shoot these things. These are the worst enemies, I swear. But one more room. Question is, does Log go back and get that tick? That would be a guaranteed 1 heart heal and a little bit of damage to the boss going into the next room, but do you take the risk? Well, you did get that extra half hour right there, too, so you'd be up to 3. He's going to say no thanks. He's going to take what he's got and TheLogcat on into the Mom's Heart fight, looking for a 1-0 lead here. So there's that Book of BOILeR usage. That'll be a 1.5 damage multiplier. And here we see the double bomb usage. So some of our racers are starting to adapt to what we've seen Slackaholic start off with this year, where he's dropping bombs on both sides of Mom's Heart and getting double the poison, or double the bomb damage, I should say, affected. So down to just that half heart, we see the 1 full heart spawning with the scapular there. So 1 more soul heart for TheLogcat. He's still got 1 more hit that he can take before he's in the real trouble zone. But so far so good. About half damage done on Mom's Heart. Looking pretty good for himself. Doesn't want to risk taking that second bomb in there. That'll work out nicely. Oh god, that won't. Down to half a heart. You see that the damage shield for 5 seconds enacting on TheLogcat's side. He's just got to worry about it, getting everything out of his way and not getting cheap shotted here. Just a little more damage to go. God, I hate these moments. Oh, I saw that shot too. Thankfully, that last bit of damage got in there. I saw that one shot aiming at TheLogcat. That had me on edge. Whoo! But a 1-0 lead. Wow. And again, more health up for Rumm, so he just keeps building this health build over there on the left side. Had no way to spend it, though. That's a bit of a shame. But a 1-0 lead there for TheLogcat. Great comeback by Rumm. He was already halfway through his Depths XL, so hell of a comeback on that side, too. Don't feel bad about that one. Yeah, breathe easy, sir. Yeah. How did I do that? Oh my god. By the way, TheLogcat using the same microphone I'm using. Good choice, sir. There's that round of applause. So 1-0 lead for TheLogcat. We'll be right back with round number 2 in a moment. We'll give him a minute or 2 to wake up here. Give me about 2 minutes worth of ads. We'll get both of these guys reset. TheLogcat, get up and stretch, grab some coffee or something, bro. And we'll be right back in about 2 minutes or so. So get up and stretch, TheLogcat. Everybody go say what's up to the 2 of them. Tell them great race. And we'll meet you right back here in 2. Alright, we're back, and first thing that I get to say is thank you on the phone. Thank you, thank you. Let me give you a link real quick here. Shoot, I hope this is correct. Emotes? No, that isn't right. Damn it. Somebody knows the link for that, I'm sure, but we'll get you a link to the subscriber-only emotes and sub-emotes. Damn it, I was close. Either way, thank you, TheLogcat. On that note, we're right back here for round number 2. So again, thank you on the phone. Thank you, thank you. That is totally above and beyond. Thank you very much. But there's a link for you that'll get you all the emotes for you. But again, we're back for round number 2. We got TheLogcat with a 1-0 lead right now over Rumn on the left-hand side. So Rumm's going to look to win this match, even it up at 1 apiece. TheLogcat going to look to win this one, win it 2-0 for the night, give himself a little bit of a extended lead in his division. Excuse me. So again, we're going to race down through the womb too. So whoever's going to kill off Mom's Heart first will get that point added to their score. You can see Rumm's moving around already. But again, if you guys can both hear me and you're actually ready to go, if you want to fire some shots, that'll let me know. TheLogcat may be AFK. Aha, there he is. Just making sure. I see you. I see you. All right, so we got both of them actually ready to go here. So again, we're going to get round number 2 started momentarily here. So again, best of luck to both guys. Let's get this thing counted down from 3, 2, 1. And again, whenever you guys hear that, good luck to you both. Feel free to take off. And again, we'll race through the womb too. The 7 banned items we'll list out here, aka your, well, we'll call them your 7 deadly sins. It's a bit of a bad pun, but you get the idea. Either way, they all know the rules, but there we see listed out all your 7 banned items. Only thing you can use your D6 against, and there you see them taking off. Speaking of those banned items, we got one immediately, the toothpicks. That's on the list so that you have the choice. You can take the toothpicks or re-roll them. Those are the only exception to that rule. But Rumn chose to re-roll those. In this case, he gets the halo of flies out of them. He would have, with the toothpicks, gotten 16% shot speed increase. It is a mismarked item, so it's not that useful. And we let them re-roll them if they want to, because nobody really tends to want that shot speed. But he gets the halo of flies, 2 orbitals, blocking shots. Not a bad re-roll, honestly. And there's those no toothpicks. Which reminds me, I actually can type that in. Duh. Alright, so we got Brother Bobby for TheLogcat, and he's just going to go ahead and reset this one. He's actually not going to take the follower with base damage tiers. So I can't really blame him. Not the greatest of damage ups, but it wouldn't have been that terrible, most likely. But he's looking for something a little better here. Oh, good luck with yours, Reddy. Have yourself a good one, dude. But good luck with the performance. All right, ooh, well, there we go. That'll much more. That'll do much more good for TheLogcat than Brother Bobby would. Robo Baby, you can see, is firing out that big red laser. So a nice laser tier now following behind TheLogcat doing damage. So both with pretty nice starts here. Rumn with the slightly more defensive build, if you will. Those flies will not actually do damage. We'll get to the point here real quick as we see Famine once again. Everybody knows how to greet him. We got Squeezy for Rumm, fire rate increase, couple of soul hearts, so he's moving on with 5 full hearts at the moment. But his orbitals will not do damage, they only block shots, whereas TheLogcat, should he walk it into anything after he picks up this cube of meat, will actually do damage. So therein lies the difference between those. They're kind of the lower end, if you will, of the orbitals. But they do block a lot of shots, being that there's 2 of them. So still not bad. And there you see TheLogcat going to move on to basement 2 just slightly behind Rumm. Who, speaking of Rumm, is going to take that $3 bill. That'll be random shot effects every room that he's in. So you can get everything from number 1 to freeze effects on his tiers. Things that are not included, though. You will not ever get Mom's Knife. You will not get Brimstone. You will not get Doctor or Epic Fetus, for example. But you'll also not get Ipecac, like things like that. But you will get... Really? Really? Really, game? You guys saw that, right? A troll tier, or a troll bomb just shot a blue soul heart off of Rumm's screen. Wow, that was trolling to the fullest extent. I'm gonna have to get up and close my goddamn window. Your music sucks and your stereo is goddamn terrible, seriously. Alright. Nope, never mind, he was just switching songs. I thought he was leaving. Alright, so moving into his boss fight, TheLogcat's going to be fighting against Monstro here. Speaking of number 1, there we go, now I can actually talk again. Rumm's got himself #1 enacted against a Duke of Flies of all things, so with very little range here, he's going to have to almost faceplant this. Yeah, that one's probably going to get highlighted. So yeah, that Soul Heart just kind of shot through a wall against Rumn. I'm still kind of mystified by that. That's a new one to me. I've not seen that happen before. So we've now seen trolling to the fullest extent in this league. Anyways, LogCat going to be moving on here. So he's the first over onto Caves 1, and again, just barely ahead of Rumn, who's just about to finish off his boss fight here. 2 more flies to go. Those can't even hurt him, so he can just faceplant that. Shot speed increase with the cat of 9 fails. Go figure. So again, Rumm's got Catacombs and does have an XL floor for that matter. So Rumm's actually, I guess we can call it an advantage. It's tough to call XL floors advantages. But even so, we'll have 2 item rooms and 2 boss fights, which will be back-to-back. You can see his random effect on his tiers in this room is actually Tooth Shot. Now, it doesn't tell you that on your arrows. You have to just kind of see it in the room and figure out what it is. But you saw one tooth randomly fire out that's doing exponential damage for him. Yeah, you gotta love that Tough Love as random effect. So good. Speaking of good, we got LogCat replacing his D6 with another really good space use item, the Unicorn Horn. So he's gonna wind up putting a Unicorn Horn on his head and for 7 seconds run around the room doing damage to everything that he touches, along with being invincible the entire time. So there's a couple other uses for this. You can use it, let's say, against a Heart Machine, or against a Demon Judgy, for example, and not take damage the entire time. So always something to think about. Also, right there, like, let's say that you're gonna die if that thing were to hit you. You could just pop your Unicorn Horn and not take the damage on that Troll Bomb. Again, it wastes the charge on that, but you wouldn't die, for example. So it's always something to think about. And we got LogCat onto his boss fight already here, so he's really getting the advantage built back here, especially because Rumm has yet to find either item room or both of his boss fights. Again, the boss fights will be side by side. The item rooms are not guaranteed to be so. In fact, most likely they will not be. Yeah, suddenly Mosk is rolling over to sleep and smiling, and he doesn't even know why. Look at this, LogCat walking right alongside his boss. Look at that, ripping right on through and doesn't even have 7 seconds worth of damage to do. Ripping right on through, getting a little bit of health up and a soul heart, and on down to the caves too. So I'm going to avoid using his key on that locked chest, most likely. Yep, he's hugging the wall to make real certain. And he's going to keep going on looking for his boss fight, or for his item room as well, I should say. Yet to find anything here. Let's see, where the heck are we gonna split anything on this one? Alright, more random pills for Rumm. He's actually gonna get some speed up out of it, so not a half bad use right there. Alright, speaking of pills, LogCat gonna take one himself. He's not gonna eat them right now. He's gonna hold on to those for a little bit later. So he's going to hope to God that those actually become full health pills later on if he does happen to need them. And there's that boss fight for LogCat. So now the interesting dilemma, do you just go on ahead and go to that boss fight, or do you go back and look for your item room yet? And definite answer, definitely at least going to go kill the boss fight. Pestilence almost dead already. LogCat going to have to run. There you go. I was going to say, get out of that green. He'll build that second cube of Meat Boy. So now you see Meat Boy's derpy face flying around shooting tears. Look at this. Spirit of the Night again. Do we even have to question this on LogCat's side? Instant take. Instant take. So flying and spectral tier ability once again on LogCat's side. A big grin across his face, I'm sure, because that is his absolute favorite item in this game. I keep saying it, but I mean it. That's his favorite item. LogCat loves it. When he gets it, it turns on some level of, like, I'm so happy that he's just, like, dancing around the room playing the game at the same time. I don't know what it is, but he loves it. Alright, so where on earth are these item rooms and boss fights going to be? Wow, can Rumm get anything here? Seriously. Cleveland's actually winning their division. How about that, Cape Pierce? Think about that. Well, Cleveland and Buffalo are winning their division. Jacksonville's in second with a winning record. Let's see. Other oddities. Trying to think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so we got Bob's Curse. 5 poison bombs, so you can see the poison damage and 5 extra bomb increase for Rumn there. So again, every bomb in the game now has poison ability on it. So again, you cannot be hit yourself with them, so make sure that, let's say you get a troll bomb spawned or you use the tower card or something like that. Push them into enemies. They're going to catch extra poison damage as well if you can. Alright, Rumn will probably back up momentarily. Oh god, if he gets through this room. Wow. That room with low health scares me, but great job right there by Rumn to get through it with only taking minimal damage. I would have died in that room without question. I was instantly dead in that room. I probably just would have sat down and died. Great dodge right there. The 1 damage, you'll take that. Yeah, you're down at half a heart, but you'll gladly take that. Oh man, that was close. So close, Rumn. Keep dodging, man. Oh god. Oh. That scared me. Yep, those spiders, man. Those spiders are just flat out evil. I do not like those things. I'll flat out tell you, Cobalt don't like spiders either at this point. But yeah, spiders are evil in this game. But Rumn was dodging great there. I gotta say, like, I would not have gotten through that room with the splitter shots flies in there. There was no chance I would have gotten through that room. That was instant death for me. So that was a great job right there. But yeah, pays the price a little bit later on for being down at just that half a heart. Those spiders get real homing abilities on them sometimes, and they will come after you with extended movement. They don't care. They'll just move as far as they feel they need to. But you can't tell until it's a little bit too late on that either, which is the real bad part. On that note, though, TheLogcat picking up the counterfeit penny on the right side. That's going to give him a chance, I should say, that every time he picks up a coin, that'll actually add 1 coin to the pickup. So pennies might be worth 2 cents, for example, but it's just on a random chance. It's not guaranteed. You know, ooh, shiny fake penny. Ooh, shiny pill for a little bit of health up there for Rumn, and you can see his character turns a little bit more red. So that's how you can tell what type of pills you've been taking. If you have like an abundance of, let's say, health up, you're going to be really red. If you have an abundance of range, you're going to be blue. Speed, yellow, for example. Luck is green. So on and so forth. I'm trying to think of other ones, and I'm drawing a blank now. Ooh, Rumn with a nice good start here. So quad shot, mutant shot showing up for the first time this week. So not a bad way to begin a run here, and it's not like TheLogcat's sitting at a whole ton of health. Yeah, it's like Rumn got sunburned and added a couple extra eyes. You have 4 eyes. Except, wait a minute. Ow. Those hurt. Either way, though, we got Famine once again, so, as always. Famine, how you doing? TheLogcat gonna backtrack now that he's got the money, because he saw that treasure map a little bit earlier, and lo and behold, back to that store, gonna pick it up, and you'll be able to see his entire mini-map layout now. It won't show you exactly which rooms are the item room or the boss fight, but you'll get a general idea, and you're going to be able to make a pretty educated guess at this point. So Log's going to make his way over to the right side of this map, and we'll see what we can't find over here. I'm almost going to cry if the item room is up at the top. I may just go ahead and clear that 1 extra room just to see at this point to make sure it's not up there. And he may be doing the same thing, actually. Yep, indeed he is. He's going to think twice about that and go grab it just in case. Yep, there you go. I was thinking something about that looked a little suspicious. So yeah, there's your item room. Like, man, there's Bob's Curse once again for poison damage on all bombs, plus 5 bombs for Rumn. So he's up to 7. But just like I was thinking, that item room's up in the top corner there. Or top middle, I should say. And homing shots with Spoonbender. So constant homing shots. Diana would be happy to see they would normally be purple. Except in this case, he's got spectral abilities, so they're not anymore. But they should be purple shots, but they do home in on ability, or home in on enemies, I should say. Now you see the emote. Yep, now you understand why we do it. Alright, so there's that boss fight for TheLogcat as he's cleared out just about every room on this map. Except for that challenge room, but I really doubt that he would care about that even if he does get up to full health here. But we'll see what boss Log gets momentarily, just about the same time the Rumn gets his here. Oh, and the small rock, so damage up on his quad shot, damage up fire rate increase as well, so he's going to move a little bit slower, but well worth it. He's also going to drop the chariot card here. We got the 2 different types of spider bosses. On the left-hand side, you can see the Widow just getting destroyed. You can see Wretched on the right-hand side, jumping around a lot on Logcat and taking just a bit longer. There you can see those very nice damaging quad shot tiers for Rumn. Alright, Rotten Meat will be a little bit more health up for Logcat. He's onto his depths too, so he's going to be looking for both an item room and Mom's Foot at this point. And I'm going to say that boss fight's going to be the far right side. Wow, where's this item room? Geez, maybe I'm wrong. I don't even know. This is a tough map to decipher. I'm going to say the item room's where Logcat's heading. And I'm going to say it's that room far off over to the left. I'm going to say that furthest left room will be his item room, and his boss fight's going to be the lower right. Just a guess at this point, but like I said, at least you're able to guess when you have the map. There were those judgy please. Love it. Ooh, Team Bean for Rumn? We have a new member of Team Bean. Rumm has joined Team Bean. Assemble. But again, you'll see this firing, well, not firing out, but every room this will recharge. Anything that gets close to Rumm, he can actually, and there's your item room. I was off by 1 on it, but it was connected to the same room. Ugh, Monster Manual. No thanks. Random spawn of 1 follower per room that you use it in, so Log will leave that behind in favor of that Unicorn Horn, which we saw Rumm use on his Chariot card. But there's that Poison Cloud that farts out with the bean, so 1 use per room, it'll recharge every single room for you. Anything that gets close gets that poison damage. Yeah, and Log will make his way over to the right side of the map, and again, I'm guessing that lower right side as it curves back over to the left is going to be the boss. We got the item box for Rumm, one of every type of item. Sun card will be a very nice pickup there. Let's see what he gets in his God room. We got the Miter, 50% chance that any red heart will now spawn as a blue heart. Samson's Lock, a random chance that as you kill enemies, you're going to get about a half a damage up per kill. And again, it's a random chance, and it'll reset at the end of every room. So unlike the actual Bloodlust, Samson's Lock, being that it's his item, only gives you the random ability of that happening. But again, that Sun card is a 3-use card for Rumm. Full-on map reveal, damaged everything in the room, and full red heart heal for him. So great find right there. If only you could be so grossly incandescent. Yeah, love it. Love it. Alright, couple soul hearts there for Log. Speaking of soul hearts, Rumm picking one up. Also we might have taken the matchstick. That would have been more bomb spawn chance at the end of rooms and out of lock chests, or out of chests in general, I should say. Speaking of bombs, Log will pick one back up, so nothing real special out of exploding that 1 slot machine. Yeah, looks like Rumm's going to try some pills here. Oh yeah, he knew what it was. I forgot. He already knew that that was a health up. It occurred to me as soon as he picked it up that he knew what it was. Like, why did he make a beeline for it? Oh yeah, so more health for Rumm. So he's up to 6 red heart containers already. It's a heck of a build going on Rumm's side too. So now we got Blue Baby Soul replacing the counterfeit penny, and you can see that will drag around any of the first 3 followers that you get. And in this odd pattern, drag them out. It's going to be a little bit weird with Robo Baby. I don't know that... Ooh... Forget Blue Baby Soul. Forget I even mentioned it. Cancer, double your fire rate for Logcat. Forget what I said about the other one. Cancer it is. He isn't even going to consider another trinket at this point. And there you see a space use item ripping on through Blue Mom. That is a great use, and he's already over 75% of the way done with this fight. Huge damage right there. And again, there you see those kind of rapid fire tiers at this point. He doubled up whatever shot speed you have. Let's say that you cap it out, you pick up Cancer. You've just doubled it again. It will overcap you. So you can get something like, I think it's like 14 or something shot, like it's tier rate. It's kind of ridiculous. A couple extra health up there for Logcat. I don't think he may bother with that Cat of 9 fails. Indeed he won't. That just would have been shot speed increase. That's kind of rude. A Curse of Darkness will blot out the minimap here in Utero 1 for Logcat, so no minimap, but he's going to have to find his way to a boss fight here. He's just looking for this and 1 more floor to clear and 1 more boss fight. Yeah, the only time where you want to get Cancer. Finding Isaac. Welcome to it, ladies and gents. Anyways, we got Pestilence about halfway dead already for Rumm, and he's just melting on through him already, but that'll be another damage up as the Cuban Meat will get doubled up and be a cube, or just the same thing you see on Logcat's side, I should say. The full-on head of Meat Boy firing out tiers and still blocking shots. So even more DPS for Rumm. And he's on down to the depths 1, so at this point, 2 floors behind Logcat, and pretty much almost exactly 2 floors behind. However, keep in mind he does have that sun card for the map reveal on one floor. Would the Cat of Nine Tails have been counterproductive for him to pick up? Kind of depends on how you want to look at it. There's a few of our racers who, yeah, you don't have enough money, if only Rumn. Wouldn't matter any. Well, yeah, I guess it wouldn't matter. You get it twice and still use Tammy's head again. Either way, though, they have it just out of reach for Rumn. He needs a little bit more money. Either way, though, Cat of Nine fails ups your shot speed on screen. So let's say that normally right now, let's say they're moving at 100 miles an hour. I know that's not the case, but we're putting an easy number on it. Let's say they're moving at 100 miles an hour. Basically, it would up to 116 miles an hour, right? It kind of throws off the pattern. Let's say that you're going around a curve at 116 instead of 100 miles an hour. It's probably going to, you're going to lose a little more grip, right? Same thing with the shots. If you're trying to curve a shot in, like you see TheLogcat doing right here. Mind you, he's got homing tiers, so it's still questionable. But either way, it kind of throws off your pattern. A few of our racers don't like it. On that note, TheLogcat's been holding on to a health up pill this entire time and just found a second one, so 2 health up on his side. Alright, so that deck of cards not really helping out Rumn considerably here. It kind of sort of did, I guess. He got to use 1 sun card out of it, so he gets to see his full map. He'll be heading straight on over to his boss fight, which he would have been heading pretty close to anyways. Would have only had 1 extra room to go if he would have messed up. We actually had a 4-piece Meat Boy yesterday? Was he? Yeah, it was yesterday, thinking about it. If you're going 116 around a corner, you're in NASCAR, F1, or you're just a god-awful driver need to get off the city streets that I live in. Please, God, don't let it be number 3. If it's number 3, just get off my streets, please. The other 2 are perfectly fine. Yeah, it was Morag last night, wasn't it? There you go. Alright, so TheLogcat and Rumn finding their boss fights at the same time. Once again, TheLogcat getting his Loki 1, Womb 1, I should say, boss fight. So 2nd race in a row here. He's been very lucky, so he's got basically, what, 4 Lokis at this point, I think, that he's fought, counting his mini-bosses? Not bad. That depends on the grade of the curve, actually. It could be a very, 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 very slow curve, and basically staying in almost a straight line the entire time, you'd be perfectly okay. There's those double Mr. Cools. Thank you guys, one and all. Love them when those show up. Them glasses look so cool. Alright, so both just about to be done with their boss fight. Ooh, surprised Rumn did that. I would have gone to that God Room. Because if that's not there, yeah, case in point. Always go to the God Room first. There's a chance it won't respawn for you. I don't know if he had gotten something out of that before that I just missed, because he is holding on to the whatchamacallit, the miter at this point. Alright, so let's see. I've got a good feeling that may not be the boss fight TheLogcat's heading to. I'm going to say top left corner, and he's probably going to hate me if I'm correct here. But there's either these last 2 rooms to clear, and then we'll get to TheLogcat's last boss fight, or I may be correct, and that may be way the hell out of the way for him. We'll find out momentarily, though. Looks like I'm going to try to spend some money. Oh, and that worked out beautifully. How about that carry candle on Rumm's side? So quad shot, damage up, Gish, 2-piece Meat Boy, and the carry candle. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, and the sun card. I forgot. And the miter. Excuse me again. That's a hell of a run that Rumm's got brewing over here. Like, seriously, that is one heck of a room. And yes, I'm trying to hold in a hiccup right now, so if it sounds like I'm holding my breath, I am. Anyways, we'll see the candle. Every about 4 to 6 seconds is going to be recharged and able to use again. Look at all the damage it does. You don't even need tears, honestly. And like I was saying, Log did find himself pretty much a dead end here, so he'll be backtracking after this. That blue candle. Oh, look at that. Rumn finding his boss fight immediately here. So, again, with that magnetism from the $3 bill, he's actually also going to get a little bit of health back. And some money. This is working out pretty nicely for him in this room. And another card. The Hierophant will be 2 more soul hearts for him. Picks up that sun card again and moving on into his mom's foot fight, which again, he can use that blue candle. Ooh, just missed it though as he was moving out of the way. But he can use the blue candle against closed doors like you see him doing, and he's going to do some serious damage. So he's really going to hope for an XL floor after this where he can use his sun card, see the entire map, and then head straight to his 2 boss fights and hope to catch up to TheLogcat here. This is still dang close, guys. Like, believe me, this is not over by any means. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. He's got Magneto. It was the other race where he wound up having the random tears. I'm sorry. I totally forgot that he had Magneto, and then I'm an idiot. It's sticking out of his head, and you think I would have seen it. And, of course, no such luck with the XL floor. Rumm's going to bomb himself right back out, down to 4 bombs on his side. Log's sitting at 7 right now, so he's got a lot more, and it's sitting a lot prettier. Again, Rumm's got this floor to clear just to get to where TheLogcat's at right now. So still advantage TheLogcat here. And there you go, I was correct in my guess. So boss fight in the upper left-hand corner here. I'm borrowing Casper's inner compass without him even knowing it. You didn't even charge me. I mean, what? No, seriously though, but TheLogcat's found his boss fight. He's got plenty of health. He's got the unicorn horn charged. There's that full heal for him if he wants it. Might as well. And speaking of boss fights, Rumn walked right over to his. So speaking of inner compass, TheLogcat's in his mom's hard fight right now. But again, here goes Rumm into his. We got a 1 floor differential. Rumm has still got that sun card. So, mind you, Log's going to be doing some serious damage. He's only got the 3 bombs left. He's going to hang on to those for, most likely, I was going to say, waiting for spawns like this. But we got Conquest just getting torn to shreds already on Rumm's side. 50% dead, and slowed down, luckily enough. But again, already a good 25% of the way in is TheLogcat, so he's looking for a 2-0 win. Rumm knows he has to run fast here. As soon as Conquest is dead, that'll be a full heal, map reveal, and damage to any room that Rumm happens to be in, but he'll find out which way to go for his boss fight immediately. Will it be too little too late, because Conquest is running off the screen and taking for damn ever here. Stay on the screen, Conquest. There we go. Oh, don't even bother taking it. Yeah, waste of time right there, honestly. So moving on down, sun card, boom. Oh, too many rooms to clear. Ouch. I was hoping that was really, oh, well, hell, if he doesn't have to clear, that's a different story. All right, that could actually go pretty darn quick. Oh, that one despawned on him. So again, it's all about catching up. Just these 2 more rooms for Rumm, and he's in the same boss fight. We'll make that 1 more room. And here we go, just the 2 enemies to clear for Rumm. Not a bad find on his way through here, so great sun card usage. You can see he's just going to head right on in. Will it be too little too late, though? He's going to have to get everything dead as quick as possible because TheLogcat is doing direct damage to Mom's heart at this point, and only has about 10% more to go, so I don't think it's going to be enough. Even with that blue candle, there's only so much he can do on Rumm's side. And again, it's going to be too little too late as TheLogcat has got about 3 more hits to go. And there's that light on his side. So a 2-0 win for your Cleveland Browns, Mr. TheLogcat. Wow, that race finished really close though, guys. Like, that was nothing. Like, and the comeback on Rumm's side, are you kidding me? So, case in point, deaths do not count you out of any race, guys. Look at how close that finished. Rumm's already at the 50% mark here on Mom's Heart. That was a great finish to that race, you two.